Surrendering is one of the most profound and esoteric practices on the spiritual journey. It calls for a relinquishing of control, allowing the divine flow of universal consciousness to permeate your being and reveal higher truths. This act of surrender is beautifully symbolized by the lotus, a sacred flower rooted in muddy water yet reaching upward towards the light. The journey of the lotus mirrors the soul's ascension, an unraveling of layers to uncover the pure essence within. In surrender, the mind becomes a vessel for divine inspiration. Through this process, consciousness begins to download higher truths, often arriving as whispers, fleeting epiphanies, or symbolic imagery. These insights are elusive, much like dreams that dissolve upon awakening. Writing them down is not just an act of preservation, but a sacred ritual. It transforms the intangible into the tangible and signals to the universe that you are ready to become a student of divine wisdom. Through the discipline of journaling, you train your mind to receive, interpret, and organize these truths. This practice creates a bridge between the lower and higher self, anchoring divine knowledge into your daily life. Initially, the pieces of the puzzles may seem disjointed, but over time they begin to interlock. Insights that first felt like isolated bursts of clarity weave together into a cohesive tapestry of understanding. These epiphanies grow stronger, their presence more vivid, and their influence more profound as you practice deepens. Meditation is a cornerstone of this journey, offering a path to stillness and the art of silencing the mind. The mind, often cluttered by the fears of the ego and its sustainable need for validation, must be disciplined. Ego shatter, rooted in attachment, judgment, and illusion, must be quieted so that the voice of the higher self can emerge. Meditation helps dissolve these barriers, creating space for true self to rise like the lotus from the depths. This path of surrender also demands solitude, a sacred time to retreat to connect with the alchemy of transformation. Solitude allows you to separate the gold of your higher self from the lead of the lower self. The lower self clings to illusion, limitations, and fears, while the higher self reflects divine wisdom, clarity, and unconditional love. This process of discernment is akin to tending the inner garden of the mind. You must clear the weeds of fear, attachment, and doubt, making way for fertile ground where the Holy Spirit and the higher self can dwell in harmony. Yet this inner work extends beyond the mind. The condition of your inner garden directly influences your external reality. What you cultivate within, whether it be in harmony or discord, abundance or lack, manifests outwardly. This is the law of correspondence. As within, so without. By aligning your inner dialogue with divine truth, you reshape not only your perception, but the very fabric of your external world. To refine your inner dialogue, examine the programming of your mind, your first teacher. The ego often adapts narratives shaped by fear and conditioning. Ask yourself, does your inner dialogue align with divine teachings, such as those amplified by the Messiah, or does it echo external archetypes tied to the 7 primal fears? Sacredity, rejection, judgment, control, separation, failure, or unworthiness. The journey of surrender is a journey of mastery, where you, as the master of your inner verse, choose to reprogram these narratives. The work is not easy. It requires courage and patience. Yet as you align your inner self with the universal truth, your outer reality transforms. You come to understand that you are the alchemist of your experience, capable of turning the lead of the ego into the gold of the spirit. You are cultivating an inner sanctuary where divine wisdom flows freely, and in turn, the sanctuary reflects the outward into every facet of your life. Ultimately, the art of surrendering is not a passive act, but a sacred dance between the human and the divine. It is a dynamic process of releasing, receiving, and transforming. Like the lotus, you rise above the murk, embodying the truth of divine consciousness. In this state, the universe speaks through you, and your very being becomes a living testament to the harmony of the inner and the outer world. This is Makalasi. Thanks for listening. Peace.